What's good, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back with another car video. So last video you saw was me installing the subs and the amp in my car. Pretty much I just used a bunch of parts I had left over from way back install when I did an Audi. I've been having issues with the car, or with the subs not playing. They kind of go intermittent. I'll put a clip of that happening right now on the video. So yeah, sometimes they just, they knock hard, but then sometimes I'm riding and they just go out and I just have all trouble in the car and it sounds like shit. So yeah. So what I got here is the Lc2i, which is a it kind of costs a lot of money. I think I got it on eBay for like 65 bucks, which is a lot for a line output converter. Typically they're probably like 15 bucks. The one I had back in this time was like, I don't remember, probably like 40 bucks. So yeah, hopefully this one's better than the one I have now. I'm gonna go ahead and tear into the install and see if it helps. Alright, so after all that, got the radio out. This right here is actually the radio harness. This wire here is my remote wire that I ran to the amp, which I did in the other video, or did in another video. These two wires are one of the rear speakers. I don't remember which, but it's part of the rear. Then I'll have to find the other two rear speakers, along with ground, and as well as 12-volt like battery. So as you can see, it will need left, right speaker. The GTO is just basically a auto sensing remote wire type deal thing. So when it senses signal, it'll turn on, so I don't have to run the remote wire. But yeah, I need 12 volts and I need ground. And to get that, to get all the wires, I'm just using speed wire. It's also called 9-wire. Get out of that light. Yeah, essentially it just has all the colors for the speaker wires, along with blue wire, which is usually amp turn on. So yeah, I'll just be using this to get my speaker outputs, my power, and my ground. And then yeah, we'll be good to go to test it. Also, by the way, for those who are wondering what my old line output, which is old pack, the LP64. Usually it's used for, as you can see, like a 4-channel, but you can use it as a 2-channel. You just have to tune these two RCAs to be, I think it's 2 volts. Although we turned up, it'll be 4 volts. You have to be around 2 volts, and it just didn't work very well. It's not consistent. Pretty garbo, if you ask me.
All right, real quick, I just wanted to show you the finished product of it installed wire-wise. So I have the green and the purple pair. They're just rear, left, right speakers. For 12 volt, you need a constant 12 volt, not the ignition 12 volt behind the radio, and then just the ground. I used the same ground the radio was off. So yeah, and then you don't need the remote in because you're using, or I use the GTO bypass. Essentially, when it senses signal, the line output turns on. When it doesn't sense signal, it turns off, and that's the gist of it being installed.
I'm gonna see if this turns on. The LC2. Ooh, it has power. Now make sure when we turn it off, it goes off. Hey, it does. So that works as it should. Now it's time to mess with it, tune it a little bit. Part of what shooks, my GoPro has like 5% left. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure it works, and then yeah, just gonna see if it works. All right, so we got it all installed finally. You know, I went into tuning it a little bit. I actually ended up turning the bass, or the ACU bass, and the actual bass pretty much, I mean, all the way down. I don't know if you can see it or not because of the shadow. That's the settings I'm on right now. I don't have any aftermarket speakers or radio, so this whole system as it sits right now is being outpowered by the sub. That's why it's turned down so low. But I mean, you probably can't hear it on the GoPro. Put it at 30. Can't really hear it on the GoPro. It doesn't do it justice. But I mean, if you're looking for a line output converter, I suggest this one. I think in about, I don't know, probably like a week or two, I'll probably do a full review on it, see how I like it, see if it stays on. I mean, it might not even be the actual line output. It might be, you know, something with the amp. I'm not sure. That's what's after. So after like a week, I'm gonna come back and let you know how this works. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.